So for the first time, I made lactose-free, 2% reduced fat milk, sugar-free yogurt out of the container that it came in. So let me just open it up here, show you the consistency. I just made it, so it's a little warm, but look at this beautiful yogurt. You know what? And what's really cool is this yogurt is kind of sweet. It has a sweet taste to it, and it has no sugar in it. All right, so here it is, drinking it in the morning, testing my product for everyone else. It's sweet, which makes me think maybe the lactose is what's responsible for the bitterness. This is amazing yogurt. This is probably some of the best yogurt I've ever made. And making it so easy. You don't even have to use a stove, it's so easy. So I'm going to talk you through it. All you do is you fill up this pot with hot water from your tap. Then what you're going to do is sit your 2 cartons of milk in here in the hot water, and that's what it's going to do is pull out the heat. Now these will be, when you do this, you're going to do it unopened, so this cap and the plastic tab will remain, and all you're doing is, remember, this milk is pasteurized, so you're warming up this milk in a sterile pasteurized condition. There's no need to pasteurize your milk. It's already been pasteurized. It's already been sterile. So once you've warmed it up, okay, and this is where, you know, the greatest risk for contamination is. So that's why you keep it sealed and everything else. In hot water, stick your hand in the hot water. If that feels cold, that means it sucked out all the heat. It's like a heat sink. The hot water becomes a sink to pull out the cold temperature from the yogurt. Then all you do is you fill it up again with as hot water as you can from the tap, and you put a plastic covering, and you wrap it in a something like a big blanket, and you set it aside. Now, something I do is I have a plastic bag that I put on top, right? And that way the water doesn't spill out. And then all I did was set it up on top of this fridge, and the next morning you have your yogurt. That's it. That's how easy it is. So I want you to imagine hundreds, thousands of Foundup houses like the one we're in right now making yogurt that then we can give away for free. Why can we give away? Well, because all of our products are already paid for by our stakeholders at Foundups. You see, we don't have customers with Foundups. We only have stakeholders. Stakeholders are prepaying for the yogurt that we give to the neighbors and others in order to enjoy quality, low-cost products that they can get from a Foundup house. So there's no reason to pay $10 for, you know, a half gallon of yogurt or whatever, $6, $7. You know, this is basically $3, $2, whatever it was what this milk was, and I've converted it into this amazing yogurt. And ultimately, we can be, as a collective, collaborative community, creating products that we can distribute all around to our neighbors. High quality, great products that are paid for by our stakeholders. So if you like the idea of Foundups, if you like the idea of supporting this new collaborative economy, supporting a new business model, because when you become a stakeholder of Foundups, you become a shareholder of Foundups. That's right. Imagine when you buy Coke, you become a shareholder of Coca-Cola. Imagine when you buy an Apple PC, or if you buy a cleaner, you become an actual shareholder of that company. Well, guess what? That's what happens with Foundups. Everyone who becomes a stakeholder of Foundups gets equity in Foundups. So to learn more, visit Foundups.com. My name is Michael Trout, the creator of a new business model that's going to hopefully save our planet from the selfish startup. A business model that ultimately is responsible for every crisis facing our planet. From the collapse of bees because of pesticides and herbicides and all the industrial waste that's coming out of fracking and everything else. It's going to help bring about change in our environment, because ultimately what we're going to do is reinvest 80% of the net profits that we sustain from our Foundups that become the next billion-dollar companies. We're also prohibited from participating in lobbying and political campaigns, so we can end the control of a few in government. Because once we have hundreds of found-up corporations, ultimately others will say, why aren't you like a found-up corporation? Why are you supporting and investing in lobbying when, in fact, we shouldn't? Only the people should be voting. And we need to take back our politics. And the only way to take back our politics is to introduce a new business model. Thanks. My name is Michael Trout, trying to save the planet together with Foundups.